Hello, everyone. I want to first welcome you all to the most beautiful seaside community on the South Shore, Scituate. It's also great to see a few of the news crews that are here, and they're not reporting on any major coastal storm, which is good. My name is Andrew Goodrich. I'm the Vice Chair of the Scituate Select Board, and it's an honor and a privilege to introduce our esteemed Lieutenant Governor. It's especially comforting to know that we have a former local official helping to run the state, working on so many essential issues critical to cities and towns. I should also note that about a week out from Halloween, this is not typically where we might find you, so for that we're very grateful for you coming here today. The Honorable Lieutenant Governor Driscoll.
Thank you so much, Andrew. For folks who didn't know, I'm the former mayor of Salem, Massachusetts, so it's a little busy in October in Salem, and the joke is I'll do anything to get out of Salem in October now. That's not true. What a wonderful day to be here to celebrate what I think is a really important partnership between communities and state government. I was pleased to be able to be a member of the Mass Seaport Commission as the mayor of Salem, and now to chair that as lieutenant governor. And I want to thank Ellen Sabulu, who is the director of the Seaport Council, for her presence here and all the work she does to support the 78 coastal communities who oftentimes use the Seaport Council as part of their economic development. Thank you, Ellen, for all your hard work. It's great to be at this beautiful Cole Parkway Marina to see this partnership between state government and local government. We can't do any of this work without our legislative support. I want to thank Representative Meschino, Senator O'Connor for also being here. These dollars come through a budget process. They know the value of them. We know the value of them. It's great to see that partnership at the local level and at the state level enable us to be in a position to celebrate these big wins for small communities. And to my local officials who are here, like this is my love language, right? Local government is where it's at. I still believe that the branch of government that most people rely on every day in their lives is local government. Educating your kids, keeping your neighborhood safe, investing in infrastructure, driving economic development, improving the quality of life. And this project is a big piece of why I think it's really important that we have not only opportunities to partner, but to really celebrate when it works. As a coastal community, like, look how lucky we are, how fortunate you are to live here, how lucky we are to be able to make these investments that are not only going to drive the economy and support the quality of life, are good for tourism, boost commercial fishing, but create that accessibility that was missing before. And given the pressure on local budgets, you just can't do it alone. You really do need a strong state partner, and that's what the Seaport Council is all about. Oftentimes, we're at the front of the pack, supporting dollars, design, engineering. Anything you do on the water is very expensive, whether it's maintenance dredging or designing new facilities. I know we've got an ask in already for that. And then the partnership that exists to help users, right? We've got boaters who are paying user fees to be in these slips or to be able to use these beautiful assets. They're contributing something, and then the state picks up a piece as well. That's the true partnership that allows us to celebrate our historic ports in a way that ensures they continue to deliver the prominence that they did when this Commonwealth was founded. There's a reason people settled in Scituate, and a lot of it had to do with the waterfront. What we want to try and do is make sure as we celebrate our proud past, we also think about how we can guide our future. And these are the sorts of investments that do that. So happy to be here to celebrate the $1.3 million investment from the state, along with other resources from the town that made this new accessible marina possible. Thanks so much. I know we're going to cut the ribbon later. $2.2 million. I shorted us. Okay, 2.2. All right, perfect.
Thank you. Scituate Boat Works, Belson Bait and Tackle, Mulaney's, Sam's on the Harbor, over 15 fishing charters, our oyster farmers, and our commercial fishing fleet. I can go all day naming the over 50 small businesses that are within eyeshot right here. This is an area that depends one way or another on the vibrant harbor that we have. And to some, the $2.2 million awarded by the Seaport Economic Council and the Office of Disabilities might be just some line item on a spreadsheet, but for us, it's money to help secure an essential part of our community. These business owners are my neighbors, my friends, they're my son's sports coaches, and they're the ones who sit next to me in the pew. So on behalf of all of those small businesses and their families, thank you for your support. must quickly also take a second to mention how well the partnership between these agencies, Ellen, and our local staff has transpired. It's not often in government that you hear your local staff gush about how professional and responsive and thoughtful those in charge are. But that's what happened here. To the entire Seaport Economic Council and the Mass Office on Disabilities, thank you for your collaborative spirit and for your dedication. And with that, we'll hear from our state senator.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a real honor to be here today. Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, thank you to the Healy Driscoll administration for making this critical investment into this amazing community. Some of the most exciting times, being a local elected official myself, I was in the city council for 12 years before being lucky enough to serve in the Senate. Some of the most exciting times is when we get an email from the administration that a new grant program, a new grant round's coming out, whether it be at Seaport Economic Council or through MassWorks or through all of the different programs that we have inside of the state government, because we know that there are real dollars that can be invested in our communities to make critical improvements to areas that our communities just simply don't have the financial resources to do. So to our local colleagues who are here with us today, thank you for identifying this. To Steve Moan, our harbor master, thank you for putting the application together. Jim Boudreau, our town administrator, for going through with this. This is just a great collaboration of seeing an opportunity, seizing it, and then having the administration have the ability to invest in such a beautiful community. So thank you so much for being here today, and this is a great day for the town.
At this time, I'd like to call up Joe Meschino.
Sorry, electric. Thank you so much for inviting me and including me. And I just wanted to, again, thank Lieutenant Governor Driscoll and the Healy administration for their investments in our community. Having been a local elected official myself, selectman, I can tell you that it is these kinds of dollars that are transformative, that really unlock the potential for local government to make the investments and to really uplift all of our Main Street economies and to really make it possible for our local elected officials to do this kind of work. This project has been transformative, and what I really love about it most is that it was about access right from the beginning. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was one of the first grant applications to the Commission on Disabilities. And really to have that vision and make sure that our waterfronts are public, they're open, they're working waterfronts for the marine trades, for our commercial fisheries, but also for public enjoyment. And I think the best example of that is just standing on this observation deck right here. And I do just want to note that you are our good luck charm, because in October this isn't usually the weather we have down here. So with that, I do also want to just give another special thanks to Steve. Elected officials come and go, administrations change, but there are certain people who work in local government that take on projects and see it through to the end. And I can't even express how important that is for Scituate, but also as an anchor for the South Shore and the larger economic development, and how we bring people, voters down here, or visitors and guests, and that uplifts all of the neighboring communities as well. The other thing I did just want to also note is that this is also, this space, there are a lot of partnerships here, and there are a lot of interested stakeholders, and we should also note that we have the chief from the Coast Guard Point Alton Station, and our Coast Guard is here. We have our state police here as well, alongside working very closely with our harbor master, and all of the state agencies like Coastal Zone Management. NOAA is here, Stelwegebeck. So there's a lot going on here, and we are grateful for your investment, and we are grateful for your leadership and shepherding this through, Steve. Thank you, everyone.
I'm not particularly great at this, but I'd like to thank the Healy Driscoll administration for all their help and continuing to support Seaport Economic Council. Without Seaport, we could not have done this project. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge Senator Patrick O'Connor, State Representative Meschino, the Mass Office on Disabilities Jeff Dugan, Chris Matthews from Congressman Keating's office, from the Coast Guard, Commanding Officer Point Allerton, Justin Young, from NOAA, Stellwagen Bank, Superintendent Pete DeCola, from Mass Environmental Police, Lieutenant Pete Gamache, from the Massachusetts State Police, Marine Units, Stephen Cam. These are all our port partners. They come in here at different times of the year and they'll tie up their boats, whether it's for search and rescue or whether they're just looking for a safe haven during a weather event. So I want to take this moment to thank them all for what they do. They work really hard out there. I would also like to thank Jim Boudreau, the town administrator, the select board, Waterways Commission, the patrons of the marina, and the other town departments. And I would like to give a special thanks to Ellen Cibula, the executive director of the Seaport Economic Council, who without her assistance, we could not do this. Also, Nancy Holt, the finance director, who tells me when I'm running out of money and when I need to go ask for more. Sean McCarthy, the town engineer, who is of so much help to me during this process. He's much better at it than I am. To my staff, Ellen Talbot, Michael Pierce, and my seasonal staff. Also, a gentleman that he keeps all the paperwork in order. Paul Scott, the project director. Without their guidance, this project would not have been completed. I started working in Situate as the harbor master in July of 15. We started working on the project in September of 2015. The team was put together and we submitted our first grant application in late 2015 and received our grant match for the project from the Waterways Enterprise Fund at a special town meeting in 2016. We were awarded our first grant May of 2017. We put in a request for proposals and hired GEI consultants. Kevin, I'd like to thank Kevin Ruchanian. I'm going to butcher that name. We worked with GEI on permitting, which took several years for the piles and the ADA gangway. We finally received all of our permits in 2019. Then we went out to bid just prior to COVID. We had a contractor in place. COVID happened. We had to push the whole project off from opening, having completed in May, starting the next close of the season in October. We did get the pilings put in. We got the gangway put in. The project was complete, on time, under budget. We then started on phase 2, the dock replacement. We received the initial grant from Seaport for $1 million. We got an estimated cost for the project. We went back to the Enterprise Fund and then back to Seaport for an additional $300,000. We went out to bid and hired ACK Marine General Contractors. I'd like to thank Kim Shaughnessy, the owner, and Barry Bellicastro of ACK Marine. They were wonderful to work with. Also, Matt Beechinor, sorry, of Miko Sullivan. They built all the docks and they did a wonderful job. The project was complete, on time, under budget, and I personally think the Cole Parkway Municipal Marina is the most beautiful and nicest and most accessible marina in the Commonwealth. Thank you.
I don't want to go on the water today.
No.
I've already been in the water, so. All right.
Water's warm.
Straight ahead.
Right, Jen.
All right,
Up to the
1,
right.
2, 3, we'll make it official.
All right.
All right.